G'day all, welcome back to TF Custom Shaving Brushes Workshop. This is Tony. How are we all tonight? All good? I see Brett's in nice and early. There's a couple of other ones dropping in and out there that I've seen when I was getting set up. So how's your day been, Brett? You had a busy day, mate? You'll see I had a busy day. I've put up a number of streams, all shaving brushes that we're going to be doing over the next few streams, just to get rid of all these blanks, and then I want to put all these blanks up, or put all the finished shaving brushes actually up on the website. Should be a nice time before Christmas, hopefully. So yeah, we'll see how we go, eh? Hopefully we'll sell a few. That would be nice coming up to Christmas. Some people will get some nice brushes and I'll get some pocket money. Anyway, the streams have been a little bit quiet lately, but we'll keep ticking along. We'll see how we go over the next few months into next year. We'll see how we're going, and if it looks like it's a bit of a pointless exercise, then I might end up going to pre-recorded videos and just putting pre-recorded videos up. Might be easier doing that. But anyway, we'll see how we go. I'd really like to try and keep the lives, because I think it's good getting that interaction in there and getting a few people chatting. But if people are not watching the videos, or if the people are not coming into the live, then there's not much I can do about it. I'm putting the content there. It's just one of those things, you know. So hopefully we'll pick up a few likes. I think we're sitting on about 93 subscribers at the moment. So that hasn't really moved much either of late. But yeah, we'll give it another few months and we'll see how we go. By that time we'll have been doing it for, well, actually we've probably been going for about 5-6 months with the live streams now. So yeah, if we give it another 5-6 months, that'll give it about a year. And if nothing sort of changes from there, then we'll reassess moving forward. So yeah, anyway, let's get started, because I don't want to be here all night again, and I don't want to keep you guys here all night. So I'm going to get started. As you can see, I've got this, I think this one, we put a few colours in this one. I think we had blues, and we might have even had a bit of pearl or mica or white in it, and there could even be a bit of liquid fire, whatever else is in it, I'm not sure. So I'm going to start turning it, and we'll see how we go, eh? So I'm going to be putting in, I've had a look at the knots, and I'm going to be putting in, what is it, a Timberwolf, just, that's my mobile going, but that's all good. Yeah, so I'm going to be putting in a Timberwolf synthetic into this one. I think the colour, that sort of grey, bluey or bluey grey colour, actually goes quite nice with the blue handles, as we've done one before like that as well, which was similar. So yeah, so we'll go with that. So anyway, let's get started, eh? There's only me and you, Brett, I think. So we'll see how we go. Now I'm going to take this down to about 15, 17 mil or something. We'll lose a lot of that white on the top. I want to retain a little bit of it, but we will lose quite a bit of it. So just there, and then I'll take a size, which is 10, So I want to go into about 26, 27. So that'll do that. Right, so we'll take that out of the tailstock so that I don't catch myself on it. I caught myself on it the other day and I gave myself about 4 scrapes down the side of my arm there, which is, it must have caught the teeth on the fastener bit when it was in the tailstock. So it is a good idea to always make sure you take that out, but I was trying to work with it in there and obviously I got caught. So, right, now I'm just going to put a little bit of, take that edge off in the inside there, that'll be enough. And this is a 28mm knot, so it's going to need to be opened up a bit. Probably, I'd say probably about another, if I take about 1.5 mil or something like that, 1.5 mil, and then we'll have a bit of a feel and a look, and we'll check the loft. So we'll speed this up again now. So just go in there nice and gently and carefully. Before we hit the bottom, and then just scrape it out like that. Okay, so we've done that. We'll check that knot again now. We'll just give that a little, take the sharp edge away again since we re-drilled. And we'll check that. Give myself a bit of room there. Yeah, so it still needs to go, it's almost, well it is in there now actually. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm happy with that. Now we'll check the loft, and that puts that at about 50, 56. Should be nice. Right, let's start a little bit of shaping. So we'll get the live center ready. And this one I'm thinking of doing it just as a ball on the top, and then I might use that same tapered handle that we had in the last stream, and we'll see how that looks with the ball on top instead of a lotus shape. So that's what I'm going to try tonight anyway. So we'll see how we go with it. So that's clear, so I'll get a couple of marks on there now. Yeah, you're all alone tonight, mate. Nobody wants to talk to you. Aye? Either that or they don't want to see my shaving brushes. Right, so I'm going to go about 23, 24 on that. And because it's a bigger knot, I'm going to go back to my sort of slightly larger in length, mil or two longer. Yeah. Just trying it, mate. I mean, it's, you know, you never know when you don't try these things, and the more different designs I get out there, it gives people more choice when they look at the photographs too. They can say, oh, I like that one, can you redo that one? Yeah, we can do that, you know. So it's just a case of trying things. I mean, some of them will only ever do the once, I'll never do them again. But, you know, you got to try these things. It's how you come up with different ideas and things. You keep trying, keep changing, you know. So I'm actually going to go in a bit there, right, leave that handy because we're going to need it. And then I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to keep continually rounding that till we get that sort of ballish light. We won't get it perfectly as a ball because it's, but I just want a nice, smooth, roundish shape on the top. Usual, how are you, buddy? Welcome back. Now you got somebody to talk to, Brett. You can talk to Usual, mate. So you don't feel all on your little lonesome with me. And I think what I'll do is I'll go to that shot there for you guys so you can see exactly what's going on there. So you can see how I'm presenting the tool to the material, and you can see the cuts and the shape that's starting to develop. And you can hear there's a little click there. That's where the bandsaw cut is in the blank, but we're nearly there. We're nearly getting it out. A little bit more and it'll be gone. It's just right on the high side of the or the widest part of the ball. I'm going to have a look at it because I don't want to keep going here. Yeah, there's just a tiny little bit right there, see? You can see it in that shot there, just tiny little bit, and then you can see the continuation of it here. I do need to be a little bit more careful when I'm doing those bandsaw cuts because there's one or two of the blanks I noticed were a little bit deep. Deeper than normal, which means that the blank, you know, the handle needs to be narrower to start with. So, you know, I'd much rather have the flexibility, and having more material is not enough material, you know. So we've got rid of that little chippy noise there now, and I think I'm almost at the shape I want for the top. Maybe a little bit more there, just to round it. Yeah, I think that'll do me for the top. Okay, now we'll just give that a little clean up in there. And then just take that line out there. And I need to take that one out. Put one in, take one out, put it back in again. That'll do it. Okay, happy with that. Now I'm going to just sort of round that over a bit. And then we'll be able to refine that again after. Right. I just need to clean that again now. Right, hopefully that's that. Okay, so we'll bring this back now. No, I'm going to go in. Yeah, I'll go in first and start shaping that, I think. Okay. And I will put the tailstock in now, just for a little bit of extra support. And I might take the tool rest down a touch so I can get a better cut, and I might go with the larger one for a sec. So all scraping cuts here with the skew. I'm going to continue on that. It's alright about the chatter at the moment, we'll get rid of that in a tick. I just want to try and get the shape that I want here. And I think that's probably about as narrow as I want to go. Now we'll just get rid of all the chatter. I need to get a hook of some kind to hook this on. So it doesn't want to sit in the bed of the lathe. Right, so what we got here . Nearly there. That's got it. Right. Okay. I'll put a parting tool mark in that now just to set the bottom. And then we can clean a little bit of waste material away so that it gives us better access with the tools. So I'm just dropping the tool rest down now as well. And we're going to go in about there. Right, now we'll need to lift it up again. Bring it in a bit closer and we'll just take away a bit more of the waste. As you can see, I'm getting pretty close to the edge of the chuck there as well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start blending that in. And I'll drop the tool rest down a little bit now as well. Probably too low. So all I'm doing now is I'm just going on with a very, very light cut. And I'm just trying to get rid of the chattering. So we'll bring the tool rest in a bit closer. And we'll use a smaller tool now. And we can hear that. We can hear that saw cut again. Just on the bottom of the blank now, clicking away. So we'll need to continue until we get rid of that. So you can hear it just there. And then we're going to put a little bit of an undercut there. I can still feel that bandsaw cut though. And I think that's it gone. Right. Let's see what we've got there. Yep, so that's not too bad. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark that in 3 equal sections. So I'm just going to try and get the so we've got about 38. So if I go there and go 38, so about 12.6 they need to be. So if I go, oh no, that's, so 12.5 is about there, and then 12 point, it's that on the, that's it, gone. It must have been a bit of a glue or something on the rule. It was hindering my view of the sizes there. And then we go another, which will put us about there. Okay. So now we can transfer those marks on. And there we go. There we have it. Razor, how are you, mate? Welcome back. Welcome to the stream, mate. Your mate will be happy now that you've turned up. And Usual's been keeping Brett company there while you've been away. So it's all good. Now I've lost my mark, so I will need to put another one on. So we're going about there. Yep, about there. So we'll set this mark in as well, and then that'll give me my 2 defined points, and then I can work on shaping them, you know. So there we go, now we've got it. Right, now, I've got to go into this one now as well. I want to go in kind of there. And I want to make sure we get the same sort of depth here as what we've got there. And then we'll have a look at that. And I think this one needs to be made slightly bigger. That looks a little bit better. Just take a tiny little bit off the top one now. That's better, that looks more balanced now. Yeah, that's more balanced. Leave that one. ring's probably still a bit too big. So we'll reshape that now and we'll bring that in how we had it, but just making it smaller now. And just little cuts and keep checking it to see how it's looking and making sure that we're getting the sides equal. And you'll notice I'm going from right hand to left hand here. And that's starting to get there now. That's the look I wanted to get. And one last bit here and we should be done there, I think. That's that. And now all I've got to do now is just clean up the ball a little bit. There's a little tool mark there I want to get out. And that's all fairly clean looking there now. Just want to check that depth probably needs to go in just a little bit more. Yeah, I think that'll do it. So, okay, let's see what we can do now. All right. Sorry about that noisy compressor. What's happened to the music? Let's get rid of that. Now, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Not bad. Not bad. No worries, usual. We'll catch you later, buddy. Right, I'm going to get into this now with the sanding grits. So let's get started. Too fast. Slow it down a bit. Not as slow as that though. Yeah, I will. What happened to Razor? I thought Razor come in. Is Razor here? No, he's gone. T-Man, how are you, buddy? Getting close now, mate. Getting close now. Tomorrow. How's your shaves treating you, mate? Oh, cancelled. Oh dear. Oh well. Another week of suffering without surgery. Right. Oh, better go through the sanding motions with this, I suppose. Just with this hand sand, just to get rid of the radial lines. Because if we don't get rid of them now, it's very difficult to get rid of them later. So we'll put a little bit extra in now. Right, we'll keep that there though. Yeah, it's all about the money, isn't it? In a lot of cases, it's all about the money. Just run like businesses like any other business. Doesn't matter how long you've been waiting or how much pain you're in, or ah well. Must have been put off for a reason, mate. Right, now we'll go down these ones. kind of hard getting in there when it's the opposite way. Starting to warm up again, boys, too, eh? We're about 29, 30 degrees here today. And it's still muggy warm at the moment. Okay. fold this one in half and try and get in there a bit more in that tight section there. A couple of little sanding scratch marks right in the inner corner between the ring and the round, and trying to get in there. It's quite difficult, but that's getting it. Because we don't want scratch marks or lines in it if we can avoid it. All right, okay. Well, I used to always say that I much preferred the heat than the cold, which was true for many, many years, but now I'm a bit older and medication and stuff like that, and now I actually much prefer it when it's a bit cooler. But I keep telling myself I prefer the heat. But, you know, it's the way it is. And she'll be a quick stream on Saturday morning this week, lads, because I do have a SES thing to attend on the weekend, on Saturday, from about 12:30. So, and I need to get to the place by 12:30. So, should be plenty of time, hopefully, but I don't want it to be a long stream Saturday, so we'll need to keep it fairly tight Saturday. It will be another handle. If we can get it done sort of in 2 hours, that'd be great. But if not, we'll need to come back to it on Tuesday. So we'll see how we go anyway. So now I'm just going to go in and give this little edge a little bit of a sand up. Make sure we've got no deep scratches in it. And we'll do the same there. And then we'll give these ones a little touch as well, because we haven't done much with them. They shouldn't be too bad, these little lips though. And then the bottom we'll get once we turn it round. So that'll do that one. Sanding, 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 aye. Still can't tell what sort of colours we're going to get coming through in this one yet. I mean, we're going to get the blue, we're going to probably get a little bit of pearl coming through, I think, here and there. There is a little bit of that sort of liquid fiery colour in there as well, but I don't know if we're going to see a lot of that. Trouble with some of these castings is that they were cast a few weeks back now, and I can't remember what colours we used in the castings. But once I see the colours come out at the end, once it's polished, then I'll have a better idea what we did do. Or I suppose the other way is I could always go back and look through the videos. All the videos are all recorded. So actually I'm going to have to start transferring them onto another drive, because the drive that I use here with the audio video mixer is actually starting to get fairly full. Well, it's still got a fair bit of space on it. Probably get another dozen videos on it probably, but then it'd be chock-a-block, so I don't want it to get to that stage. So I'll probably take it in and transfer a lot of them over to another drive. And our hard drive storage that we never, you know, it's not going to be like photographs where people kept photograph albums for years and years and years. I think we'd just delete and lose a lot of stuff over time. The drive gets full, you delete it and start again, or information's got no real value to it now in digital form. Well, I don't think it has anyway. No, it's got nothing to do with the laptop, mate, because it's separate to the laptop. So the encoder actually transfers it straight through. It doesn't actually go through the laptop at all. It's a good little audio video mixer I've got, because it has the built-in encoder and everything, mate. So there's no need to have OBS and all these other programs running. It does it all on its own, so it takes that away from the PC. That's why I can, you know, run it with the shitty laptop, because it doesn't put any load on the laptop. And that's why I was getting frustrated the other night, because I knew damn well fine it was YouTube, not anything that I was doing at this end. If my internet had been really bad, then the cache would have gone up to 100% and it would have just crashed. Well, it might have kept going. YouTube might, as long as it's receiving something, YouTube might keep it going, but yeah, I can see it all happening here. It's right in front of me on the monitor. It shows me the storage space. It shows me the data rate that we're outputting. It shows me that the cache is okay. And if it's not, what percentage it is. So there's a lot of information out of that little audio mixer that I use. It's a great, lovely little unit, to be honest. Glad I got it. Because I do have another one, which is a Roland. And it's the same thing. It does four HDMI. Does all the video, the sound, it does all the other effect stuff and all that as well. But this one is just so much easier to use than the other one too. Not that the other one's hard to use really, but it's so much easier and quicker and better, and it does a lot more too. So for the $1,000 or $1,100 or whatever it was I paid for it, it's well worth it. And I don't need to run any capture cards or anything like that, so that's one of the other good things about it. Like I said, it does it all itself, so it takes that everything away from the PC basically. What's malachite? What are you talking about now? I do have malachite blanks behind me, but what are you going on about? Have I missed something here? Starting to bloody sweat again here, lads. What's going on? Was your other rhodium, was that a fan, Brett? I can't remember, mate. Ah, cool. So now you're going to go with a bulb. Have you spoken to Sarjan, or do you want me to check what I've got here? I'm not sure. I'd have to check and see if I've got a 30mm bulb, but I may have one. If that's what you're thinking and that's what you want to go with. What do you want, a bulb or a fan? Just the bulb. If you want a bulb, I'll check and see what I've got, mate, and I'll let you know. I might have a bulb sitting inside in a 30mm. I know I've got some 28s, but I'll check and see if I've got a 30mm. I'll let you know. I'm pretty sure the ones I've got inside are all bulbs, so, but I'll confirm it for you, mate. And then if you just let me know what it is you want shape-wise, and I can maybe slip that into as a stream as well at the end. All these ones that I want to get made for the website ready for Christmas. Okay, all right. I'm pretty sure I have, mate, like I said, but I'll check when I go in tonight, and I'll just confirm that with you. I'll pop you a message in Patreon or something. But I'm pretty sure it should be all good, mate. So you just let me know what shape you've settled on, if you've settled on a shape, and then I'll slip that one in as a stream at the end of all these ones, mate, if that's all right with you. I do have a couple of other ones I got to slip in as well, but we'll see how I go. I've got that black one to do. The black one with the orange stripe in it. I've got to do that one. I've got it sitting there ready to go, but I'll have to get into that one soon too. So I've got a couple to make. I've got another couple for the States as well. A couple of guys in the States wanting them, so they'll be next on the list. You sent me a pic, so you've confirmed shape, have you? I didn't think you had sort of settled. I thought you were still tossing it around. Did you send it to me in Patreon? Or did you message me it through Facebook? I'll have to have a look, mate. Sometimes I lose messages in, because I get them coming in from bloody Facebook and different pages on Facebook, and then the website inquiries, and then I get Instagram and Messenger, and oh mate, sometimes I lose track. In this modern digital world that we live in. I used to be fairly tech savvy, but it's just changing too fast now, eh? You can't keep up. Well, I can't anyway. I have so many other things that I spend time in as well, so. All right, I think we're getting there. Last grip, and then we'll go on to the wets. How are we going time-wise? Just over an hour and 10. So who else have we got in the stream? We got T-Man, we got Brett and myself. Just the three of us. So we'll get the wet happening after this one, lads. The wet's always a well-liked part of the whole process, isn't it? It's when you see it starting to take shape, and the colours, you start to get a bit of an idea what it's going to look like. Right. Might get this again. Actually, what I might do is I might try reverse sand. We'll try reverse. So I've got to come down the other way there now. So I've got to come that way. Don't think it really does much because it still leaves radial marks. Radial marks, but just in the opposite direction, and yet a lot of people say that if you sand in reverse it gets rid of the marks, but can't see how. And I can't see how it does it in timber either, really. I mean, I've tried it in timber before as well, and I didn't really find that I got any difference out of it. Yeah, I'm just keen to see how the colours come out in the handle, mate. I think it should come up quite nice, but one never knows until you actually get the wet on it, and that's when you actually start to see it. I mean, that's when you start to see every handle really in all its glory, with colour. I mean, yeah, you can see the shape the whole way through, but it's all about the colour and how the handle is going to look when it's finished too, you know. Shape's one thing, proportions is another, and obviously getting nice colour mixes, you know, or something that looks appealing. And people don't think in all that when they look at, you know, something. But all that goes into making one. So you got to think about shape, you got to think about colours, you got to think about proportions. You know, how is it going to look with the size knot that you're putting in? Because you can make a big chunky handle and stick a little 22, 24 mil knot in it and it's never going to look right, you know? And vice versa, you can go the other way. So it's all about having an eye for it, I guess. And some people can and some people can't, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. It just means those people will be good at something else. Everybody has some goodies in the bag. Right, I think that's going to be it for the dry sands. Right, okay, well they can all go, I'll hang on to them for now because we'll be able to use them on the bottom if I don't mix them up, that is. An old t-shirt. When I say an old t-shirt, I mean an old t-shirt that was too old to wear. We all have our favourite t-shirts, don't we? Right, so I'm just going to slow that down a little bit more for the wets. Right. Nah, it's all good this end, mate. It must be your end. Unless it's bloody YouTube again, but it's showing excellent connection on YouTube. So maybe try refresh or restart, mate. Yeah, it's like I said, it's showing excellent connection on YouTube here because I've got analytics and that on here. It's showing okay there, and it's showing okay on the monitor as far as data rate, and there's absolutely no cache. Cache is the first one that normally starts to show signs if it's starting to play up, and there's nothing there. But good chance it's YouTube, mate. Exactly. But no, the connection here is rock stable at the moment. It's not even really fluctuating much like it normally does. So I can only presume that my connection at this end is good. And it's still showing excellent on the PC, so if it's playing up, I don't know what it is. But I'll still be here if you want to shut down and try again, or refresh, restart. starting to see a little bit of colour in it now that it's wet. Yeah, there's been a bit of pearl in this. There's been liquid fire in it. Obviously a lighter blue and maybe a little bit of a dark blue as well, by the looks of it. Like I said, I can't remember what colours we actually put in it when we cast it, but that's what I'm sort of seeing in it now. I could be wrong, but that's what it's certainly looking like. Now these are all for the website, mate. These will all be going up for sale. I'm trying to get a heap of brushes because the website's a little bit depleted and has been for some time. So a lot of the brushes that I've been turning of late are all going to go up on the website for sale. And hopefully that will generate a few sales for Christmas time, because I could do with them. So yeah, I took a couple of photographs, the other ones I've got ready to go up. I think there's about 13 brushes, 12, 13 brushes ready to go up, which are all sort of the last ones I've made over a while. Actually, what I'll do is I took, like I said, I took a couple of pictures the other night. What I'll do is I'll put those pictures up on Patreon and you can have a look. Before I put them up on the website. Not that I expect you guys to buy any more of those ones, because you know, T-Man's just bought 3 brushes, and I know Brett's had a few of mine as well, and he's got a couple in the pipeline. So, but I'll just let you see them anyway. So it'll be a nice drop into the website when they go in, because like I said, we'll probably have, I think there's about 12, 13, and then by the time we get these other ones done, there'll be another, you know, what, one, 2, 3, 4, maybe another 5 at least to go on. So that'll be a nice little drop into the website. Like I said, it's been a while since I put anything on there, so not as quick as the when I had my Perfect Pens and Pencils website and I had the brushes on there. That setup was really good through an Equid e-commerce site. But this one's just, I mean, it's good, it's through Squarespace, but again, it's still fairly easy to set up, but it's time consuming to put new one-off products up all the time, you know. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. And there's always something else to be done, so that's why I never get round to putting them on the website. Because it takes too much time. And time is not on my side with a lot of this stuff. But I will not rush for anyone. If somebody wants a brush, they've got to wait for it, you know, till I'm ready. And that's kind of my creative side as well, I guess, is, you know, I like to be creative when I want to be creative, when I feel like being creative. If I'm not in the mood for it, or then I won't do it, you know. Yeah, it's getting the is it Timberwolf? I think Timberwolf synthetic I'm putting in this one. Right, I think that's going to probably do it. I think we can go from here to the buffer. Oh, well, we've got to turn it round, do the bottom first anyway. So get rid of them for a sec, let them dry. So we'll set them over there, we'll get rid of this for a second, out the way, so I don't knock it over, spill it. Okay, so just going to give this a little bit of a dry and a clean up. Right, that'll do that one. Now we'll take that out of that chuck. And we'll go back to there for a second till we... Actually, what I'll do is I'll put the next one in, Oh, I can't remember which one it is now. I'll do it later. I'll put it in later. Okay. I can't remember which one's the next one in the next video. Right. That's that. Bigger key. expansion mode. That's better. Yeah, malachite's over there on the bandsaw table, mate. Along with the Phantom Nebulas. There's a few Phantom Nebulas there as well. Right. So, we'll get that ready. We need to swap that 28mm out now for a 25mm, because we'll need that. Okay, bring in the tailstock. Bit of support. Drop the tool rest. God, I hope I'm not getting another bloody rheumatoid flare up. This hand feels bloody tight now. Starting to get sore. I hope it's not. Right, speed it up. And then we go. Actually, I'm going to give that a little touch up on the grinder. A little bit of air so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Get rid of that. Right, we'll get you guys back in the action now. Okay. That out, slow that for a minute. Come in and set that. We'll get this live center out and we'll put the 25mm Forstner in. Okay, slow the lathe down. Antique brass or antique silver? I think the antique silver will probably go better with the blue on it. That'll do it. Yep. Oh, maybe a little bit more. That'll do it. And we'll take that out. Now we can come in again. And we'll give this a quick touch up too, I think. There we go. Speed it up a bit. Now we'll get you in on 3. Just want a tiny little, just on that inside edge, and then the sanding paper will get the rest. Okay, get rid of that. Slow that down. Right, that'll do that. Get the wets on it again. Bit of water and a quick touch up, and then we're straight to the buffer. Yeah, now there's that error's come in again, and I'm showing that the cache is up at 50%. Data rate is still round about what it normally is. So I think saying the same, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, which is rubbish. It's at 48% at the moment, 50%. Data rate is still around about the 9 megabytes a second, which is good for the quality of the stream that we're putting out. Back to 48 on the cache. I'll refresh my screen Not that I think that'll do much, but I'll refresh it. Down to 44% cache, so it's still, the stream's still going. It might be a bit glitchy with YouTube, but it should still, the end result, the whole video will be there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Brett. There's nothing I can do, mate. It's showing that everything's still okay at this end. Cache is back to normal. I'm still showing the same data right. So according to my end, everything's good. I think, oh, good morning, Brett. How are you, mate? Is it Saturday? Grey Dog, how are you? Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. You're coming at the right time, mate. We're nearly finished. We're having some YouTube issues again tonight. But I'm soldiering on because everything my end showing okay, unless there's something wrong with the connection, but I'm still showing data rate. If there was something wrong with my connection, the data rate would drop significantly, and it's not. So that tells me my connection's good. The cache has dropped a couple of times, got up to about 50%, but it's showing as okay again now, so it's showing stable, but YouTube's still showing a little bit unstable, so I've got no idea what's going on. Two streams in a row now this has happened with YouTube. The funny thing is, Brett, the video will be in its full entirety when it goes up on YouTube. So it's really, it amazes me that this happens and that YouTube doesn't lose anything, and yet they're complaining about the amount of data they're getting or not getting, you know. My end showing it's putting out the same data. I should actually show you that. But I don't think I can turn the camera around. Give me 2 secs. Let me see if I can turn camera 4 around here. No, you might not be able to see it on the GoPro anyway. You see that screen on the up there? The on air. Sorry, let me go to camera 4. You can't really see it, but you see there I'm putting out data rate 9.17 and it will jump around. Sometimes it'll go to about 8.8 or 8.9, but it will stay around about that 9 megabytes per second, which is good for putting out 1080p. And the cache is showing okay there as well on that little box second in from the left. So there's nothing wrong this end as far as data getting sent out. It's the same as what's always getting sent out. If my internet was to play up, that data rate would drop significantly. Anyway, nothing I can do about it. It is what it is, lads, unfortunately. We're nearly finished. Just got to finish this little bit of wet here. And then we'll drop back to gluing in the coin and gluing in the knot. It should, now YouTube's come back to be an excellent connection again now, so there should be no issues with the video. Showing everything good on my monitor, and now YouTube's cleared itself and it's saying excellent condition. So who knows, fellas, who knows, but it doesn't seem to be my end this time, which it has been once or twice, but we've had a few issues, and I really think a lot of it comes back to YouTube's demand, or how busy they are, or their servers, or whatever, I don't know, but and I don't think I'm the only live YouTuber that has these kind of issues from time to time. So you're good, T-Man. Grey Dog's had YouTube issues last night. Yeah, I think sometimes it struggles a bit, Grey Dog, aye. And I know they've been doing a lot of, they're supposed to be doing a lot of changes for streaming as well, and YouTube in general. So I think it's tied in with a lot of other things too. There's another program that I have, that TubeBuddy, which, helps you with your videos and setting them up and all that sort of thing. And I know that's going through major changes at the moment as well. So, and it's sort of linked in with part of YouTube as well. A lot of YouTubers, live streamers use it, So yeah, I think, look, it is what it is. Doesn't matter what we say, they ain't going to listen to us, are they? Right. Well, there we go. There we've fully sanded it. Oh, I better give it a dry off, I suppose. Oh, I've got another towel here. Just get a clean bit. And I'll put you back to that shot there for now, until we move over. We are going to go to the grinder, the buffer, sorry. Keep calling it grinder. I suppose it is a grinder, but it's a buffer. Right. Let's take this one off the chuck. I'm quite pleasantly surprised with that handle, actually. Initially, when I'd done the shape, I thought, oh, I'm not sure, but it's growing on me. Righty-ho. So there it is. We'll take it to the buffer now, and we'll give it a nice buff up, and we'll see what we get out of it, eh? So let me go to camera 4, we'll cut there, and we might as well put the picture-in-picture up so you don't get bored. We'll put that up as P1 there as well. Okay, so just cut slightly different angles, much the same, but slightly different. All right, we'll put that in my pocket till I get the compound on. I'll do that. we'll do that. Another little bit of compound. Okay. Wondered what that was there. Bloody compressor kicking in. I was in another world. Just buffing away. Right, I think that'll do it for that wheel. Now we'll do a bit of that rattles. We'll leave it out. Right, a little bit of Fabuloster. into this bit now. And do all these bits. And then we can just do the lower section. Then we'll give it a little bit of Plastex. A little bit more. And that'll do us, I think. Just give the bottom a touch. Okay, we're done. All right, how are we going? Let me see. Ah, she's come up again, eh? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. So data rate's higher now. It was up at 10 point something another there. Cache is up a little bit though, so there could be an issue. But if the cache comes down again, I don't know what's going on tonight. Unless it's just very, very busy and our internet provider is screwing us over again. But see, I'm up at 11 there now. So the data rate's higher than what it was before. But I am still caching at the moment. Right, that'll do that. We'll get a bit of plastic X on that. I'll grab the epoxy while I'm here as well, because we will need that. We'll grab our glue board. We'll just get ourselves ready. We've got the glue stick here again. We will need a coin. That can go down there. Right, a little bit of plastic X. Yeah, it's just, yeah. The case is way up high now, so I don't know what's happening, guys. I'm just going to have to run with it now because we're nearly finished. If you miss any of the video, come back and watch it later, because it should still go live, and it should play through in its entirety. The case is coming down again. The buffing, the data rate being output from me is still high. It's still there, so I really don't know. I can't answer you fellas, I don't know what it is. Out of my depth with that. As far as I'm concerned, I'm meeting all the requirements here. The data rate is out, is still showing above 9. And the case has now gone back to OK, so we're all caught up again. Now YouTube's telling me the stream's current bitrate 9502.42 kbps is higher than the recommended, see? So it's YouTube. I've never changed it from when I started 6 months ago. Everything's still the same. So YouTube is glitching, causing the issue. And that's the second time in the last 2 streams. Sorry guys, there's nothing I can do about it. It's not my issue. I know it's not good for my streams and for my viewers, but it's out of my hands. YouTube are YouTube, and they will do what they like and say what they like. So I can't help yous, unfortunately. Right, let's have a look at this baby. Ooh, hasn't she come up nice and shiny? Eh? Wowee. Right, that's the plastics done. So we'll stick that up there, over there, out the way. We'll get this handle off the chuck again. Then we'll get ready to glue. Before YouTube starts glitching again. Right, got that there, we got that there, we got that there. We need that, and we need to give that a little touch up. Just with a little bit of sandpaper, so we can get a better grip. Who have we lost? We've lost someone, because we've only got 2 showing in the stream now. So we've lost 1 or 2 people. Right. Let's mix up a little bit of glue, eh? So we'll get part A there. That can go up there out the way. We'll get part B. Stream's showing excellent condition again from YouTube. Go figure, right? I'm going to take some of that out of there. We've got too much in there. It's going to end up oozing out all over the place. Probably still got a bit too much actually. I like to see a little bit because then I know it's properly glued, you know. But I don't want to see oodles and oodles and oodles of glue coming out. So, there we go. Right, we'll leave that there for a sec. Now we'll get the knot ready. I need a bit more. Maybe a little bit on the bottom of the knot. And we should be done. Jesus, that looks nice. I'm very happy with that. Right, let me just clean up a little bit and then I'll do a reveal on that. And I'll just check the coin on the bottom, make sure that we haven't had any glue come out. We'll get rid of this. That's that gone. Right, let me just check the bottom of that for glue ooze out. Tiny, tiny little bit, so all good. Just give it a little wipe. Put these back to there. And I'll change that. Oh, that bottom one can stay there, it doesn't really matter. Right, a little bit of meth. Bugger all, really. But I just like to make sure. You see, there's nothing really. Tiny, tiny little bit. So I'll just change to another piece of the cloth now. Give it another quick touch and then that'll be it. That's all it'll need. That'll do it. Lovely stuff. So now that we're ready to finish the stream, YouTube says we've got excellent connection. Thank you, YouTube. Anyway, let's get back to this brush. It is absolutely stunning. It really is. I'm really pleased with that. The colour choice is nice. The shape of the handle with the knot is nice. And let me just show you, and I'll explain it. So if I go to camera 3, you can see we had that sort of pearl white little bit on the top of the blank. You can see what it's done is it's left a little bit of a ring, so it blends the blue into sort of like a a mica grey into the blue grey of the knot, which looks quite nice around the rim there, you can see. And then it gets blue, and it's got that sort of real blue sparkly shimmer through it in spots. We've got a little bit of liquid fire running down in through here, some round the top. And yeah, it's got depth, it's got a nice look about it. But anyway, so that's it from that view there. So you're getting to see from that angle there. There's the coin. And then if I go to camera 2, cut to there, and there it is there. Sorry if I'm holding the knot and you can't see the handle properly, but there it is there. Really nice. Very pleased with that, fellas. So there we have it. Another one for the another one for putting on the website for before Christmas. Hopefully we get a few Christmas sales. And I'll do the 30-second video and the couple of photographs, put them up on Instagram, and I'll put them on the Facebook page if I can. And you'll get to see it spinning around on the little 30-second video on Instagram. But it certainly looks nice. And again, it will probably look different once I get it in that light tent with the for the 30-second video. Should look quite nice. So anyway, guys, look, thank yous for hanging in there with the YouTube troubles that we've had tonight. Much appreciated, fellas. And yeah, thanks again. Really is much appreciated. Sticking in there, hanging out with me. And we'll see how things pan out. It's Thursday, so our next one will be Saturday morning. Like I said, it'll be another shaving brush. Hopefully it shouldn't take us too long. If I do have to cut it short, you know why. It's just that I've got an SES thing on Saturday, and I've got to be there at 12:30, so no problems. We'll see you on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, bright and early, okay? Okay, guys, thank you very much for your participation and your time again tonight. Much appreciated. Take care, stay safe, don't do nothing I wouldn't do, and we'll see you Saturday. Until then, cheers. See you later.